Hi, I wanted to take a few moments to talk about a video that I had up for a couple weeks now and some of the questions that came from that video. The first question, and one of the most common questions, was made, came about from a statement I made when I referred to a normal run, a normal running shoe, a normal running experience. And so let me explain what I meant by that. This is what most people would call a normal running shoe. In fact, this shoe would fit and work with probably close to 60 to 80% of the running population. First of all, this is the Brooks Adrenaline, and it's the 10th version of it. And the reason why I can make a big blanket statement about it fitting 60 to 80% of the people is they've obviously figured out with the 10th version what they need to do with the sizing and the construction of the shoe. The other thing that goes into this shoe is the stability features, and that is the gray material you see on the inside of the shoe, or what we call the medial side. So as you look at the shoe from behind as someone's running, if they're over-pronating, they're rolling in this way. So this would be, and then again, the number being about 60 to 80% of the running population is going to over-pronate. This would be a normal running shoe. So when I refer to a normal running shoe, I'm referring to something in this category of a shoe. Normal heel lift, has some stability, medium level of cushioning, has a good overall general fit, and fits lots of people, and a lot of people like the shoe. When we talked about a minimalist shoe, you're looking at something like this. This is the ASICS Hyperspeed, and this shoe is very minimal. I mean, just looking at it compared to the Adrenaline, you can see there are big differences. First of all, just look at the heel lift. The heel lift in this shoe, in this area here, is much thicker than in this shoe back here. So now you've taken, you talk about natural versus, this being in a normal running shoe versus more of a natural where I'm without a shoe or I'm going toward a more minimalist shoe. This puts your foot in a more neutral or natural position by automatically lowering the heel lift. There is heel lift here in this normal running shoe. In more of a minimalist style, you drop the heel lift. The second thing is that thinness of the midsole, or you want to think of it, a thickness of the midsole, diminishes and decreases as you go forward in this shoe. Then you can talk about how you are closer to the ground even in the forefoot with this shoe. Again, giving you a more minimalist or more barefoot natural running experience. So, I wanted to clarify that. And with that said, now that we've kind of identified what a normal running shoe is and what more of a minimalist shoe is, what more of a normal running experience is like in a shoe that has a thicker midsole, and what a shoe would be like that would have kind of a minimal feel, these are usually what we recommend. If someone comes in and they said, I've been having a normal running experience in a normal training shoe doing normal things like most runners do, but I want to try this minimalist barefoot type running, we often recommend that they go with something like this because it is a huge difference. It's a huge step down in the stability and the protection and just the overall feel of this shoe and what it's going to give you to go down to this. So, just wanted to clarify that so that some of you that had questions can kind of get some understanding on that. Some of you, I think, were kind of challenging what is a normal running experience. Normal running experience is in a normal shoe going out, running like you run out the door without any thought or any extra work on your biomechanics, and you just have a shoe that feels good and fits and works for you, and that's what you run in. Those of you who want to go to the minimal experience, this is what we're going to recommend. And we have a whole wall full of different types of racing flats like this that you can use for that experience.